Warning. Warning. Warning.
The mind drifts in oceans, beaten by crashing waves peeling away the paint and lacquer, the damage. Don't look down, don't look into the deep. There be dragons, lost in an endless expanse, lost in time, between hell and heaven, between damnation and...
Cats and rabbits would reside in fancy little houses and be dressed in shoes and hats and trousers. In a world of my own, all the flowers would have very extra special powers. They would sit and talk to me for hours. When I'm lonely in a world of my own, there'd be new birds, lots of nice and friendly howdy-do birds. Everyone would have a dozen bluebirds within that world of my own. I could listen to a babbling brook and hear a song that I could understand. I keep wishing it could be that way, because my world would be a wonderland.
I promised myself I would come back to the sweltering heat of paradise before the end of this year. There is so much more to do. I feel that there is inherent value in escapism. It frees the mind from the constraints of the mundane. It elevates the imagination into the magnetosphere and rearranges the clouds into forms more pleasing. I don't have to be a doomer when I play Postal 2. It's not raining today. Not anymore. Monday. Nothing exciting ever happens on Monday, unless you're Brenda Spencer. Do this, don't do that. Wait in line. Mow the lawn. Wait in line. Read the news. Wait in line. Wave to your neighbors even if they want you dead. Aren't you tired of being nice?
Don't you just want to go postal?
Pick up my paycheck. Cash paycheck. Get milk. Leave a big beautiful corpse. My dog Champ is ready to give everyone rabies, and in a nation that no longer values healthcare, that is a slow execution. I love living in a death cult. Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is the worst thing to happen to the Kennedys since the invention of the automobile. Maybe if we turn back the hands of time enough, we can start lacing soda with cocaine again. I've been meaning to lose weight. I could walk into town, chug some goat milk, but the hidden sewer tunnel calls to me. Better arm myself. Hey, Kevlar. A police officer is finally useful for something. The only good cop is a dead cop, and this one is, well, I'll take that. There goes my pacifist run. George W. Bush spent 8 years looking for Osama bin Laden with no success. Barack Obama spent a couple years before getting the job done. Meanwhile, in my first few minutes of my first day, I find Osama bin Laden 80 times. Yeah, who's the first black president now? May as well smoke crack. The bad news is that nothing matters anymore. The good news is that
Nothing matters anymore.
Jeez, have some dignity.
now I'm all about urinating on women and watching them throw up a metric ton of Skittles. The world is ending. Not my fault. I smell bacon. The pigs do not appreciate my whizzing ways. Fortunately, I have class solidarity with this complete stranger who opens fire while I escape. The police exist to enforce property rights for the wealthy. Any good that they accomplish is both incidental and accidental. The police will always be on the side of the bosses, discarding their make-believe oath to protect and serve at the first order to fire tear gas at local grandmas, grab bike messengers for the crime of not enjoying their fascistic presence, and shove women to the ground for having the audacity to stand near them without sucking their dicks. My dog army grows and protects me from the police. If all cops are bastards and all dogs go to heaven, what happens to police dogs? I'll leave that to the theologians. Got the milk? Milk reminds me of A Clockwork Orange and how the most wholesome luxuries can be tainted. Wow, I am in such a good mood today. Time for a little bit of the old ultraviolence. Protesters against violent video games by the power of Grayskull. Do I like Mondays now? I am the anti-Garfield. What's behind the censor circle? An adults-only rating and a banning in many civilized countries.
Nothing personal, man.
Looks like I didn't get them all.
That's it.
Anyone in my way dies, as will whoever is standing next to them. This homeless man saves me from a police officer. That's what they get for all those sweeps. Now if we can just amass an army of the unhoused and lay a siege on the Fox News building.
Or involuntary lethal injection or something. Just kill them.
If anyone is wondering how someone can keep their job while advocating for the mass execution of poor people, you need only think of the simplest answer. Every single one of these vacant, soulless talking heads is in agreement with this on some level, not to mention the audience. And the only offense is that this was said aloud on television rather than where conservatives normally express their murderous desires. Quietly in all-white groups whilst looking over their shoulders for any minorities in earshot. Time to cash the check at the bank, but doors are for chumps.
Motherfucker!
This upsets the tellers. Eat those cops! The teller will not cash my check. It may have something to do with carrying around enough ammunition to open my own competing United States. I'll just consider this reclamation. The police consider it grand larceny, at least while their brains are still attached to their bodies, but I could fix that. One for the road. I can never get the hang of Tuesdays. Welcome to the Red Parade. Paradise offers me the opportunity to engage my id, my reptilian brain desires, devoid of morality and conscience. If they didn't want to die, they would have worn bulletproof vests. Good dog. Pee on that cop. Would you like to sign my petition?
Hi.
No way, you freaking pinko.
Well, he sure got my number. Legalize crack. Legalize murder. Legalize murder so I can steal crack. Wait, what? AIDS? Who's been fucking this dog? Would you like to sign my petition? And done. The late Senator Joseph McCarthy would love the nation that we are currently building.
Nobody trusts anyone, and we're all tired.
More protesters. Ninja stars. Haha, yes. Look, here's how the real world works. Men who own swords and ninja stars are losers. Women who own swords and ninja stars are hot. I don't make the rules. Return to my book. They're burning books. Paradise, Arizona is about half a step further into fascism than the rest of the United States in 2025. I'm beginning to notice something. Given enough time, satire begins to more closely resemble reality. This town is challenging to navigate, almost like whoever designed it only kinda sorta knew what they were doing. I guess this isn't an open carry state. Well, it is now. These mall cops think they're real cops. What, you couldn't handle the rigorous police officer training that lasts about 4 months? I spent more time learning how to use the deep fryer at a Mexican restaurant working minimum wage, but these motherfuckers get to shoot us with qualified immunity. Was Leisure Suit Larry in here? All I did was flip off one guy and shout, "Yo mama," and the entire mall loses it. Bunch of fucking snowflakes. Sorry, Gary, you need to be chunks now. Little bite-sized chunks. Huh, I haven't been to church since God died. A slice of pizza, a first aid kit, and some bullets. What was this guy planning to do on his picnic? When people ask me why I left the Catholic Church, I always answer their question with the question, why do you think? The Marian doctrine of Assumption in church dogma as of Ecumenical Council Vatican II? I swear, I can't go anywhere in this town without the police trying to murder me. Do I have a sign on my back? Do I have any outstanding warrants to my name? Or is it because I'm currently carrying a machine gun in a church? Impossible to know. The Holy Hand Grenade of Antioch. 'Tis one of the relics Brother Maynard carries. I promise to be irresponsible with it. Oh, no. Okay. Let me try again. First try.
What are you talking about? If it was up your ass, you'd know. Hey, buddy, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. Holy shit! in the name of Allah! Prepare to die, infidels!
Al-Qaeda again. This is for 9/11, and this is for everything that happened because of 9/11. This is for airport security crackdowns. This is for the uptick in xenophobia and reactionaries. And this is for ICE.
Cause I got I trust it's evolution, baby. I'm a beast, I'm a man. By the stars and the day I crash, yeah. On the loose, on the track, all the hills are faded out, yeah. These hey, it's evolution, baby. 'Cause remind me, remind my home, remind my soul, it's my goal. Yeah, this land is mine, this land is free. I do what I want, but irresponsibly. It's evolution, baby. You're my seeds, you're the lion. That's my church, I'm singing in choir. Cause we know every time for 90s peace, the secret Renegade's got a better man. Nothing. Why? Because it's evolution, baby.
Hump Day.
Piss on father's grave, get a Christmas tree in July, and vote. All completely meaningless. Paradise is nowhere near filthy enough. Poopies in the sink, broken mirror. No. More! What did I do? Oh yeah, time to vote. This is what democracy looks like. Maybe I should just take this more seriously since elections are about to be suspended. My frequent urination terrifies the local gay bar, and this police officer follows my trail of piss. I'm sure there is some metaphor or social commentary here, but I'm damned if I can think of it. Cops love piss. Found where Al-Qaeda is hiding out, the warehouse of a convenience store. 7-Eleven, 9/11, same thing. Looks like the police are either raiding the Al-Qaeda headquarters at the same time I am, or working with them on their next attack. I'll bet on the latter, anything to justify an increase in the police budget. Every time I need to go to the other side of town, I have to pass through the Running with Scissors headquarters, and every time I murder Mike J. I guess if you can make the town, you get to respawn every day. Time to water the roses. Done. Damn, what is Postal Girl packing in there?
I done busted up his head.
Kidnapped by rednecks a la Pulp Fiction. May as well go all the way with this homage and bust out the katana blade. Hot. While I'm in Tarantino mode, may as well double fist my handguns Reservoir Dogs style. I need to spice up my life. A quick prayer to the gods of paradise should do the trick. Okay, I can get through this. I brought this on myself. Everyone in town laughs at me because I look like a total freak in this gimp suit. But what's wrong with that? Who cares about being a freak anymore? It's the normies we have to keep an eye on. Every alligator shirt-looking motherfucker is either cheering fascism from the stands or actively participating in it. When the next civil war goes down, we need to take out those reenactment cosplayers first. They have the most experience. Fine, give me my alien t-shirt. Thanks to the bank for making their donation so I can afford this. Done. Alright, never encountered this before. When I pass by this house, I can hear some terrible early 2000s nu metal. This is what you get. Rock and roll never recovered. I mean, it was mostly a radio station monopoly thing, but still. There's another marching band? Let me see if I can get the high score. Found a Christmas tree. All done for the day.
He's looking at my favorite Christmas tree, Earl. What do you think we should do, Billy Joe Bob? We gonna do it here? Let's open his Christmas package early, Billy Joe Bob.
Everyone keeps misgendering me. It has been happening all week. Cops, terrorists, rednecks, everyone.
Thursday.
Napalm, crotchy doll, steaks, and parking. Piece of cake. Car won't run. Maybe it needs some gas in the tank. My attempts at escapism are thwarted at every turn. Roadblocks in my mind. Everything reminds me of life outside of paradise. Even the butcher shop cannibals conjure images of dehumanization in a more figurative sense. How did it come to this? In a few years, how many rights are we going to have left? Listen, I'm no steak scientist, but can't I peel off some meat from all these giant slabs hanging around here? It's not like I'm going to be paying for the steaks anyway. Oh no, Champ! He's bugged out and stuck on the door. I can't even put him out of his misery. A SWAT team. See, this means I'm moving up in the criminal hierarchy. I made it. I would like to thank the surviving members of the Academy. If I keep this up, Dan Bongino and Kash Patel will sick the FBI on me. Good thing I don't have a minister to do their jobs for them. I adore the random carnage of paradise. All I'm doing is buying a donut and all hell breaks loose behind me. A police officer is shooting my dog and the cashier bails out to avoid the carnage. It's like nobody wants to get cut to ribbons by my butterfly knife. A riot breaks out, and while the whole town is distracted, I snatch every eclair on the shelf. I did cause a riot in the streets. I should probably clean up my mess. There, peace has been restored. No need to call in the National Guard on my account. Here we go. With every gumshoe and flatfoot in town searching for me, sneaking my way into the police station will be incredibly easy and without any resistance. Alright, here it comes, the moment of truth. Oh. Well, that's disappointing. I wanted to bust up a police station. Ah, hell with it. Looks like someone declared martial law. I'm not enthusiastic about the fact that the rest of the country is starting to resemble an over-the-top, satirical town. What a difference a year makes.
I need a crotchy for my sick kid.
We be all sold out and shit.
Fuck you, buddy.
Why don't you buy Larry the Crab? We got lots of those.
I need a crotchy doll. Maybe if I kill Crotchy first, I won't have to deal with him during my getaway. That's using the old noodle. More cops. Paradise must have the largest police force in the United States. Not counting the cops, there must be only a few hundred people who live here. Most of the residents of Paradise are employed by the police department. Maybe if I stop slaughtering them, they will stop respawning. Alright, crotchy doll got. Cops thoroughly murdered and set on fire. Napalm factory, let's go. I have no earthly idea what I did to make the lobby of this napalm factory come after me, but my infinite ammo should be enough to clear the way. I punched the office manager so hard that she phased through the wall without breaking it. At least there is nobody left to call even more cops. Got the napalm and made my escape. Another day in the books.
Thank God it's Friday.
Alternator, package, Uncle Dave's birthday party. I sure pissed off Al-Qaeda. A gaggle of Osama bin Laden clones have positioned themselves on the rooftops and are shooting rockets at me. Where are the police now? There are thousands of police officers in Paradise and not one single cop is coming to my aid. This is even more evidence that the police are funding Al-Qaeda. I mean, Saudi Arabia can't do everything. Check this out. Kaboom! Took out a rocket with a crossbow. Where's my carnival prize? A lot of soldiers roaming the streets. They're not looking for Al-Qaeda, and they're not looking for me either. Because if they were looking for Al-Qaeda, they could find them on the rooftops shooting rockets. If they were looking for me, they could just come to my trailer. There's no security system. The soldiers are marching in Paradise for the same reason they do anything, under orders from their commander-in-chief, and to feel like big toughies. Here we go, picking up my package. Its return address is Afghanistan? Somehow this is my fault and I need to massacre my way out of here. Next stop, junkyard. More troops. Play it cool, play it cool. Support our troops. Support our troops. Support our troops. Support our troops!
This is the ATF. Please stay inside. Do not attempt to leave the building. Pay no attention to the men with the torches.
Stop oppressing us. We're innocent bystanders.
We recommend you douse yourselves with something flammable and gather in a confined space.
Last time I visited Uncle Dave, I sided with the Branch Davidians and wasted the ATF, but then took out Uncle Dave anyway. This time, totally with the cult. Fuck all these federal agents. Firing in an enclosed space, trying to only kill the ATF agents and not the cultists is pretty challenging, but oh god, they're all on fire. Uncle Dave, I didn't do it. I take no responsibility for this. It's true that I love setting things on fire and that this is my calling card, but it wasn't me, not this time. Blood and urine. My work is done. Time to get out of here, avoid the falling cats and cars, and head home. I guess these soldiers won't be having open casket funerals. That's what those flags are for.
About friggin' time. Did you remember my rocky road?
During this brief intermission, I would like to remind you to subscribe to my channel and set the notification bell to all so that you never miss a video. Support me on Patreon, that's how all this happens. Link in the description. Okay, back to the carnage. I'm in the hospital on account of my escape plan. Time to sell some jizz. Give me some crack. Cleaver, madam, but not cleaver enough.
Listen carefully. Find the room marked sample drop. Inside you will find a container and some visual aids. If you don't know what to do after that, I can't help you.
Time to unwrap a beautiful package. Head wound hallucination. Either she's a burn victim or the textures didn't load on her body. Oh, so this is how Gary Coleman died. Maternity ward. Let's see if I can get this video demonetized. Oh, false alarm. I think I'll put this mental patient out of his misery. I'll wait for streaming. This zombie apocalypse is a little dated and rudimentary, but at least it isn't still in early access after 12 fucking years. Paradise is now a real American city. I need to pay a visit to the publisher of Postal 2, Bullfish Interactive. Any excuse to shove a power drill in a cop's face. Breathtaking. They should have sent a poet. The boss doesn't stand a chance against my one-punch mighty fist cheat. The zombie apocalypse continues at Running with Scissors headquarters. Next mission, fire a rocket launcher at those elephants and collect their sweet, sweet ivory. To help promote the release of Postal 2, I need to stop Al-Qaeda once and for all and become an American hero. Better watch out. I don't want to die on another 9/11 like Pete Davidson's father. I just want to profit from 9/11 like Pete Davidson. I don't have any commercial airplanes to assist me, but I do have falling cars. And now I would like to pontificate about the post-9/11 xenophobic atmosphere and how people of Middle Eastern origins were portrayed in popular media, particularly in the United States. You see, kill it with a ding-dong. And that's just how I feel. Captured by the United States military. Must have been all those Charlie Kirk jokes. Look, all I said was that he deserved to die. I'm not supposed to have all these weapons right now because of the cheats, only matches, so my attempts to torch Osama with anything other than the matches fails. Alright, let's do this normal style. Fucking American military. This is for Afghanistan, and Iraq, and Vietnam. This could take a while. Found champ at the pound. After an 11-year coma nap, I awakened to a post-apocalyptic paradise and 5 more days of disgusting, audience-destroying escapades. All the while a voice talks to me inside my head. I wouldn't know anything about that. The call to adventure. Find Champ the dog. What a wholesome quest. Cock Asian hot dog. What a racist quest. Frankly, I don't think of myself as any more holy for only consuming some animals but not others. It's simply a matter of availability. I would eat a dog. I would eat your dog. Everything is upside down and inside out. In a twist on the petition quest, I ask everyone about Champ, and everyone goes through Vietnam PTSD. I enlist a gang of dogs to help me with my dog, but they are far more interested in dialing down the population of paradise to 0. Ah, they bent my cock. The best way to enjoy yourself in paradise is to leave your morals with the hat check girl and just start blasting. CCCP.
Why don't you lay off the Asians, Lou?
Postal 2 has this caring about things sucks vibe to it, commonly found in old episodes of South Park, but I am less bothered by it here because I feel more in control. I do care about things. I have chosen a side. Mine. Crotchy has a Fu Manchu mustache now.
Why don't you lay off the Asians, Lou?
Running with Scissors is on my side. They save me from the zombies and give me sanctuary in their church. Has a developer ever infected its own game as much as Running with Scissors? Usually we just get John Romero's head. The Wipe House. This place is full of shit. I miss arcades. They still exist, but they're not hopping like they used to be. Oh well, I can make my own fun. Wait, how is Nintendo competition for Running with Scissors? Is there an ultra-violent Mario game I'm not aware of? Postal 2 was always a poverty simulator, but now with panhandling kung fu grip. Don't Ebola open inside? Turns out Mike J is marrying Postal Girl's ex-wife. Let's take care of this. Cheating style. The Small Fry Society wants to help me find Champ. I'll take whatever help I can get. This feels like Half-Life even though I have never played Half-Life because I'm not a fucking nerd. Postal 2 has always allowed me to get through quests through patience alone, waiting in line at the bank, the library, etc. This, however, is a fresh new torture. I will show my displeasure. Al-Qaeda has turned over a new leaf, and that leaf is cannabis. All it took was some boogie-down broccoli for these terrorists to reform. That and the fact that in the post-apocalyptic nightmare, the United States probably doesn't have military bases in the Middle East, nukes in Turkey, assassins on missions to halt socialist reforms that might interfere with the oil trade, or anything else that historically instigated conflicts with Al-Qaeda or led to an uptick in terrorist recruitment. But enough about that.
Let's play a video game.
I need to find some explosives so that Al-Qaeda can use them for peaceful purposes. First, gotta get some weed. Much like the terrorists, Uncle Dave has given up being a cult leader because of Lucifer's arugula. Got the blasting caps, and the last part from the survivalist camp. Are the survivalists right? Is the only sensible move right now preparing for the worst? I don't want to be a doomer, but what that really means is I don't want there to be a reason to be a doomer. But if the doom is coming, maybe I should be stocking up on cans of peaches. It's remarkable how different Postal 2 feels only 1 year later. Inch by inch, concession by concession, moral failure after moral failure. The real-world USA catches up to the satirical USA. But my time in paradise did not send me into a deep depression, or have me press the doomer button, because I shot, slaughtered, nuked, and defeated the satirical USA. I'm not giving up now.